Hey everybody, happy Friday. Today's deadlift party is a ASMR deadlift party. It's still before 6:30. It's 6:18 according to my clock here. Speaking of clocks, I'm going to jump ahead on my list. A few things everyone should have in their gym besides a clock, besides a radio. Should also have a good gym fan. I threw a clip on the end of this video of my gym fan, which is a Vornado fan I bought back in the late 90s. It has been fantastic. Right now it's running on low and doing a great job of keeping me cool while I shoot this video. So today, family, we're going to go out on a nice little expedition. And as a result, I still wanted to get today's lifts in. So it's like, do I do my lifts before the expedition or after? And yesterday I had over 20,000 steps, and I made a YouTube post, just the photo and with a clip of my whatever that function is, the Apple Fitness app or whatever, it tells you how many steps you got in. Point being, a lot of mileage yesterday, so I'm tired and very stiff. But if I wanted to keep my schedule, which is not the most important thing in the world, but something I like to do, I decided I'd just go ahead and lift pretty early. And my body woke me up at 4:45 anyhow. So decided to finally get up, cleaned a couple things, and then came out here to the garage and started working out at about 5:45-ish, maybe a little bit before then. I timestamp almost every single one of the sets. Why not? I'm doing this ASMR kind of vibe. Reminds me of like the old time and temperature numbers you'd call when before the internet existed and you need to know what time it was, so you set the clocks in your house. The time is 7:45 a.m. and the temperature is 76 degrees. Note that when I was calling, I lived in Florida, and that's what it would be at that time in the morning. All right, enough rambling. So yeah, it's too early compared to what I normally like to lift at. That being said, I altered everything up, so that's why I'm doing this ASMR stuff. This kind of the shtick. I was picking up and setting things down very lightly today, and as a result, I dropped all the loads. So two things there. One, it's early and trying to be quiet, and then I'm stiff. So I'm mitigating the load from both perspectives. I can control it much better because it's light, and also it's not going to bother me as much because it's light. So because it's light, the next thing I have on my list here is that it's always good to make light stuff hard. And that's kind of what I did today, right? I did these reps really slow. On the trap bar deadlift, I was doing the sets all in one breath or close to it. So yeah, the load goes down, makes everything easier, and I'm not increasing the set count or the rep count per set. So do something else to make it hard. The last thing I got to say here is, because I am changing what I'm doing, I miscounted almost every trap bar set because I was counting the taps and not the pulls, because why not? When you change your routine, expect to make mistakes. A good analogy for a lot of other things in life. When life throws you a curveball, it's going to be difficult to react. So even something in the microcosm of the gym, I changed up the way I attacked those sets and the way I was going after them, and I was miscounting all over the place. When I was doing the sumo pulls, everything was fine there because I wasn't trying to do everything on one breath, and I wasn't counting the taps and that kind of stuff. All right, got to get my accessories in. Hope everyone has a great Friday. Feliz Sexta-feira. It's not quite 6:30, 6:22. Again, hope you guys have a great Friday, kick butt weekend, and just hope you guys can achieve everything that you want to try and get out of your life and the gym. All right, peace. All right, it's 5:40 a.m. and this is the set one of probably 5 trap bar deadlifts at 250 pounds. Today is apparently, is it ASMR or AMSR? Don't remember the acronym. Deadlifts. It's very early. Everyone's still sleeping, and I'm trying to get this in before we go off and do other stuff. All right, 5:43 a.m. Time for the second set of 5. All right, it's 5:45. This is set 3. Apparently, I cannot count during these slow sets. First set, I thought I did 6, but I did 5. Second set, I thought I did 5, but I did 6. Hopefully, I get the count right here. Notice I'm also trying to do them all in one breath. I'm trying to keep tension throughout the entire set. Not easy. All right, 5:48, set 4. All right, it's 5:49. I'm doing set 5. Doing these back to back. Just want to get them done. This Friday's deadlift party continues with its ASMR theme. I will be doing sumo deadlifts. Notice I'm putting on straps. This is mainly so I can lower the weight nice and quiet. Only doing 185. Gonna do sets of 5. Probably 5 on that as well. All right, set 2 of sumo deadlifts. It's 0600. First set was done at about 5:58. Doing these quickly. Sun is now up. Looks like it's going to be a good day. All right, set 3, it's 6:02 a.m. Continuing on with this ASMR deadlift party. We're looking at almost 80% of the way done here. Things are feeling good. Great way to start the day. All right, the clock still says 6:03, so moving on pretty quickly here into set 4. All right, 6:05. I took a little bit of an extra break there for this last set. With that ASMR theme, I do have music playing, very quiet. I have my fan running, very low. Yeah. Fun way to change things up. Trying to stay as quiet as possible, just so that the kids can sleep in a little bit, even though they still got to get up early. All right, well done. Good stuff. Just a quick shout out to the Vornado company from roughly 1998 when I bought this fan. This fan I have been using for almost 30 years. It has been a gym fan for roughly 15 years, off and on. It does a fantastic job of doing what it's supposed to do, which is move a lot of air. And it does so pretty quietly, and it's been very reliable. Don't know if they're made like they were back in the late 90s, but this thing has been fantastic.